job.
Hey, I'm sorry.
One job.
I was about to remind you, then you said...
You're all about that cookie right now, it's okay. Alright.
Hey, it was good, I can't even lie.
Alright, so 4 minus -2, double negative, -1 minus 3, you see that. Then it says find the magnitude. And it's on square root of 52, break it down to square root of 13. Now tomorrow in your test, if you see this direction, what does this mean? Find the what? Magnitude. How would you find the magnitude of something like that? 2 squared plus what? Negative 8 squared. And then go from there, okay? Alright. Number 6, check your magnitude there. -2, 1, and square root of 5. Component forms -2, 1, square root of 5. Next, it says find the magnitude of 7. So it'll be 5 squared plus -12 squared. Number 8 is -2 squared plus 3 squared. Number 10, yes. Okay, number 9, operations. It says 3 times vector v minus 2 times vector w. So you're going to say 3 times that vector minus 2 times that vector. You're going to multiply. I multiplied all that out, distributed it, and got -17i plus 16j. Are there any questions on 7, 8, or 9 at the moment? Now, what's special on number 10? You got to do what's inside the what first? The grouping symbols. You're going to say v minus w, vector v minus vector w. What does that minus do to everything in that second parentheses? Changes sign. You get -7i plus 7j. But then you got to take the what of. You got to find the. What's these bars mean? Magnitude. So I found the -7 squared plus 7 squared gives me the square root of 98. Which is 7 square root of 2. You got a question like 10 tomorrow, so you need to make sure you understand how to work that. Number 11. What do you do first here? Subtract or find the magnitude? Find the magnitude. Find the magnitude of v minus the magnitude of w. So I went and found the magnitude of v, which is square root of 13. I'm just going to say this one more time. There's a direct correlation between your homework practice and your test. Direct correlation. And if you make below a C, I'm going to get your notebook. No, if you make below a B, I'm going to get your notebook and I'm going to go pull all the homework that you have not completed and I'm going to staple it to your test and have your parents sign and return it. Try me on this next step. I'm not talking to you. I'm just in person. Go ahead.
Are we going to get our quizzes back?
Oh, I forgot to do it first period. If we have time, yes. Does everybody understand that? Okay. So, my magnitude is square root of 13 minus square root of 41. I cannot combine those. And if you forge your parent's signature, I will make a parent call home.
How are you going to know if you forged it?
Oh, I can tell. I know people. I do. I've seen your Duran signature, so.
Yeah. Get a copy.
Are there any questions on that? Jace, you need this. Alright, now, let's continue to look on that page. I want to go over, you didn't do these, but let's just talk about it. Number 12. It says, if the magnitude is 6 and the angle is 120, write this vector in AI plus BJ. If you wrote this vector in component, would I count it right? No, because it said a specific form. If it doesn't say a specific form, then you write it whichever one. But tomorrow in your test, it says this form. So you're going to write it in this form on this problem. Okay, let's go over the formula. You need an A and a B. What's your A formula? The magnitude times what? Cosine or sine? cosine of the angle. B is the magnitude times sine. D is the sine. A is cosine. Does everybody see that? Learn those formulas. All right, number 13, 14 says find the, what does that mean? The what product? Dot product. Find the dot W and state where the vectors are orthogonal. How would I find the dot product on number 13, Connor? 2 times? 3 plus negative 3 times? 2. Very good. Does everybody understand that? So that would be equal to what? 0. Are they orthogonal? Yes. Orthogonal means they are what? Perpendicular. Very good. Number 14. Landon, how would I find the dot product there? 2 times? 14. 2 times? 2 times? 1 plus 1 times? 2. What does that give me? 4. Is that orthogonal? No. Are there any questions on that? Yes. Look, work number 12. Number 12 would be A equals 6 times the cosine of 120. B equals the 6 sine of 120. So it'll be 6 times a negative 1/2. Cosine of 120 is negative 1/2. Okay, 6 times negative 1/2 is negative 3. Here I can cancel out the 2 and 6. So that's 3 square root of 3. So your answer would be negative 3i plus 3 square root of 3j. Okay? Remember, I do not want decimals on that part. I want let's leave it as the radical.
Number 13 was yes and 14 was no, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, let's look at the review of geometric. Yesterday we started reviewing the geometric part. You don't have these. I just had these up here. I'm talking about drawing them, okay? Is everybody good on this?
Yes.
Oh, are we doing the crafting? That's not this. This is the.
This is drawing the vectors. Your first 3 tomorrow is like this. Here's our original 3 yesterday. We have scalar multiplication 3 times A. Since it's just one vector, you're going to have how many lines? 1. 3A. So I'm going to say 3 times. Instead of going down 3, I'm going to go down how many?
9.
Instead of going right 2, I'm going to go over right how many?
6.
Thank you. Label it, and there's my vector. Now notice this next one. 2 times vector A minus B. So I'm going to say 2 times the components. My A, instead of going down 3, I'm going to go down how much? And instead of going right 2, I'm going to go right how much? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, what's the significance of that minus in front of that B? Opposite direction. Very good. So instead of going up 4, I'm going to go what?
Down 4.
Instead of going right 4, I'm going what?
Left.
Now start here at the head of the first one. Yes, how do you connect it? From the tail of the to the head of the, and that's known as the what? Resultant. That represents the solution. So you label to vector A minus vector B. Are there any questions on that? Yes.
I thought a negative like flips the way you push your hand.
No, a negative flips those components. That's what we did. Instead of going up 4, went down 4. Instead of going right 4, you went left 4. Opposite direction. That's what a negative means. Are there any questions on that? Next, let's review this. You have a diagram tomorrow. This is the last part of your test. A diagram like that. Now, for some reason, it did not copy well, but I left with the sub an outline drawing of it. So if you cannot read it, just go ask him tomorrow, where's these arrows going, okay? And he has a good copy of that, okay? So let's look at this useless figure, determine whether a statement is true or false. First one, B plus C plus D plus A equals 0. So that means in order for it equals 0, it starts and ends in the same spot. But you got to make sure it's drawn correctly, okay? So B plus C plus D plus A. Is it drawn correctly?
Yes.
True. C plus D. Is that drawn correctly so far? Equals E. Is E drawn? So I'm going to say false. C plus D equals what? It needs to be drawn in opposite direction. C plus F equals G. Yes, that's as hard as your diagram is tomorrow, okay? Okay, now let's practice reviewing graphing 3D points, okay? And then you're going to take that part of the test in just a second. Alright, so here's your coordinate plane. It will be drawn on the test for you. Let's graph the point 5, negative 1, 3. So I'm going to start at my origin. I'm going right or left 5? Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up or down 1? Down 1 this way. And then I'm going to go up how many? 1, 2, 3. So A's right there. Do y'all see that? B, negative 2, 4, negative 6. Start here, go left 2. Up 4 on my Y. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then down 2 on my Z. So it's right here. Y'all see that? And another one, C, is negative 3, negative 2, negative 4. So left 3, 1, 2, 3. Down 1, 2. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's down there. Are there any questions on that process? Okay. Back to this review. Next, we're going to do some. How do you find the dot product of a vector of 3D? You're going to say 5 times what?
5 times 6.
5 times 6.
0 times negative 3.
And what's between all this? What operation? And negative 4 times 4. That's going to give me 30 plus 0 plus negative 16, which is 14. Is that orthogonal? No. Okay. Now let's go back up here to the operations. What form is A and B in? Okay, what form is C and D in? Linear combination. When it's 3D, it has that. Instead of just having I and J, it has K as well. Okay? So here I'm going to say 3 times A. I'm going to distribute the 3. Negative 12 and 7 is negative 5. 6 and 1 is 6 and negative 1 is 5. 15 and 6 is 9. Number 2, C minus 2D. So negative 3I plus 4J minus 2K minus 2 times I minus 2J plus 5K. What does that negative 2 do to everything? Well, you're going to distribute the negative. That was my wrong question. I'm sorry. What if I use my negative here when I distribute? Am I done with it? That was my question. Very good. Okay, negative 2I plus 4J minus 2K. Negative 3I, that gives me negative 5I. 4J and 4J is 8J. Negative 2K and negative 2K is negative 4K. Oh, what, did I mess up somewhere? Oh, that's 5. I'm sorry. Very good. Negative 10 and negative 2 would be negative 12K. Sorry about that. Are we good on that? We good? Okay. Who wants this?
Me. I said it. I need it more.
Kenan said it first.
I need it more.
All right. Now, let's take our graphing 3D test. Close your notebook. This is your graphing 3 points. They're 3 points apiece. So if you miss these 3, you'd already have 90 on your test.
Oh, wow. I'm going to go. My back is cramping.
Write your name first of all.
I wonder what it would feel like to have a full body.
Write your name. Yes. You may begin. When you're done, turn it face down after you check it. Good. Everybody in your group's done. Please fasten one person face down. And then turn back to page 12. We're going to go over your homework. I want you to be checking number 46 and 47. They're on the screen. Okay, yesterday we started talking about parametric equations. And in parametric, it takes into account a third variable, t, time in the interval. Time in the interval. So you have to take into account that. It is included in the vector unit because when you graph these, you have to include direction. Include direction, okay? So, number 46, here's your two equations. Your interval is from -2 to 2. I put that in my t category. I substitute each of these into my equations. -2 plus 2 is 0. -1 plus 2 is 1. 0 plus 2. 1 plus 2 and so forth. Do the same thing for my y. Graph the points. Make sure you draw arrows. It does not matter how many arrows. You just need to see some arrows showing the direction. Okay, showing the direction. All right. Number 47, I told you change that one to positive sine t and positive cosine over the interval from 0 to 2 pi. And it came the same graph. The arrows are just going in the opposite direction. Okay? Okay, on number 50, we eliminate the parameter. You want to get rid of the t in the end. So you start with the first equation, you solve for t, and then take that and plug that into the other equation. So on this first one, I moved the 1 over. I got x minus 1. T is equal to that, so I substitute that in the second one and got y equals x minus 1. 52, x equals 2t minus 3. I solved for t, and I got x plus 3 divided by 2. So I took that quantity and I plugged it in t right here. Now this is where I want to direct your attention to right here. Can I cross out the 4 and 2? Yes, you can simplify that, can't you? 2 goes into 4 2 times, but there's a negative. So now you can say negative 2 times the x plus 3, which is negative 2x minus 6, which is y equals negative 2x plus 3. You said, Mr. Chester, what if I just plugged it in and didn't simplify? It's not wrong, but I'm going to count a point off because you didn't simplify it, okay? But other than that, it would not be all the way wrong. You got me? You just didn't clean it up. I just want you to know that you can clean it up like that. That's why I want you to know you can clean it up like that. And be careful with your signs. Now 54, I moved the 1 over and got x plus 1 equals t. I take that quantity and I substitute it in for t right here. Now, x plus 1 squared, can you quickly multiply that out? Yes. I expect you to do that. Now, if that was x plus 1 cubed or x plus 1 to 4, you don't have to multiply all that out. But if it's a square, that don't take you long to multiply out. So I expect you to do that, okay? So x plus 1 squared, that's x squared plus 2x plus 1 minus 3. Combine your 1 and negative 3 and you get negative 2. So those are your three answers on 50, 52, and 54. Take a moment to look. Get off those phones. And that's over the phone. Tomorrow it goes back up there for a week.
You won't be here tomorrow.
Well, next week. We're gonna start Thursday. The next Thursday, it's gonna be up here a week. If you were talking to your mom, it's fine. But Snapchat does me in when I'm trying to teach a lesson. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Not again. That goes for anybody. If I say Snapchat, your phone's mine for a week. Are there any questions on 50, 52, or 54? Okay, I want you to do 53 and 55 right now on the same page. You can do that at the bottom of the page. Yes.
You said 53 and 55?
Mm-hmm. Also, I'm going to tell you this now. I'm going to tell the sub. Tomorrow, that cell phone cannot be visible any time from 55 minutes. I don't care if you finish that test. If you see that test out, that phone out, any time during that I'm going to give you 0 on that test. You got me? Okay. You're not going to listen to music. You're just going to do your test, and then you're going to do your ACT questions. Check your work on 53. That's a pretty easy one. Get rid of that t. You take the square root of x. Then plug that in. And you get y equals square root of x plus 1. Now 55 requires a little bit more steps. You move that 4 over as x minus 4. Now what's in front of that t squared? negative 1. You need to divide everything by negative 1 to get rid of that. So I divided everything. I got negative x plus 4. To get rid of that square, I take the square root. So there's my answer. Y equals the square root of negative x plus y. Plus 4. Negative x plus 4, yes. What now? She asked, could it be 4 minus x? Yes, that's the same thing. You're good. Are there any questions on how to eliminate? Okay. Turn back to page 13. I want you to do number 15 and 18. 15 and 18. Yes, you're gonna don't worry about eliminating. You're just graphing this. So your intervals from negative 2 to 3. You have no written homework, but it's just study. Study. And the only question you can ask the sub tomorrow is if you can't see that diagram. I'm going to tell them don't answer any other questions besides that diagram if you can't see it.